What's up? Today, I'll be reviewing the 1989 to 1990 Disney series, and this one is Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Wow, how much I remember this masterpiece of classic Disney television animation series. The show is based on the original Walt Disney cartoon characters. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers was originally aired on Disney Channel, Disney XD, originally streamed on Disney Life, Hulu, and currently streaming on Disney+, Amazon Prime Video, and Apple TV. The series focuses on Chip and Dale, two chipmunks who decide to start a detective agency, Rescue Rangers, along with their friends Gadget Hackwrench, Monterey Jack, and Zipper. The pint-sized detectives deal with crimes that are often too small for the police to handle, usually with other animals as their clients. The gang frequently find themselves going up against two particular arch-villains, Mafia-style Dabby Cat Fat Cat and mad scientist Norton Nimnu. The writing for this show is pretty solid as the pacing is pretty well balanced, has a fun sense of adventure which is accompanied by fun and thrilling action scenes. The comedy can be decently funny, and there are some pretty solid life lessons and morals that give the show some heart. It's also neat that they used two of Disney's B-tier characters and gave them a major spotlight. There are some pretty solid episodes to check out like Flash, The Dog Wonder, Adventures in Squirrel Sitting, Pound of the Baskervilles, the 5-part movie Rescue Rangers to the Rescue, Ghost of a Chance, The Case of the Cola Cult, which is one of the most well-known episodes as it discusses the dangers of joining a cult, See No Evil, The Last Leprechaun, Love is a Many-Splintered Thing, Gadget Goes Hawaiian, Dirty Rotten Diapers, Chipwrecked Chipmunks, 00 Chipmunk, and Short Order Crooks. The action scenes are a lot of fun and can be pretty thrilling, such as the Rangers facing off against one of the villains, going through death-defying situations, the chase scenes, and getting out of tight spots. The show does manage to have a pretty decent sense of humor, and it does often result in some good laughs like the witty banter and dialogue between the characters, some of the more humorous shenanigans they get into, and some of the gags and occasional slapstick. The show does also have a decent amount of heart put into it, mainly with the characters learning some form of lesson or moral depending on the episode, and the morals are pretty solid. The animation is pretty well done and does look very nice. The characters all have pretty solid designs and fluid movements. The backgrounds are pretty impressive and do have some nice details, and there are some pretty neat effects. The characters all manage to be pretty likable and do have some solid chemistry between each other. Chip and Dale themselves are pretty likable protagonists, as while they can be determined to get the job done and seeing justice be served, they have some great chemistry thanks to their differing personality traits, such as Chip being more serious and Dale being more dim-witted. The other Rangers are also pretty likable characters, and they do manage to work great off each other alongside Chip and Dale, like the level-headed and inventive Gadget, the cheese-obsessed and adventurous Monterey Jack, and the small but very loyal Zipper. The villains the Rangers encounter may be more goofy most of the time, but they are serviceable as villains, and can be pretty likable, like the felonious crime boss Fat Cat and his bumbling cronies, the deranged mad scientist Professor Nimue, and even some of the more minor and one-off villains. The voice acting is pretty well done, and the voice actors all manage to deliver some pretty solid performances, like Tress MacNeille as Chip and Gadget, Corey Burton as Dale and Zipper, Peter Cullen as Monterey Jack during his time in the role, Jim Cummings as his time as Monterey in his recurring roles as Fat Cat and Nimue, and many more. The music is pretty well composed and does fit within the show's light-hearted and adventurous tone. Speaking about the movie, this show has its animated live-action movie that was exclusively to be streamed on Disney+, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, in 2022. I think that this movie is like the second version of Who Framed Roger Rabbit movie, because that movie was a biggest crossover movie. And what is my verdict on this Disney series? 9.5 out of 10. This is a very fun and enjoyable series that may not be perfect, but still a pretty solid and well-crafted show that's worth checking out.